Hello, hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. It is time for patch 7.4, which would be the first patch leading into the next expansion story? Question mark? That's usually how it goes. Archon Zach, hello! Thank you for stopping by. But yes, it's patch 7.4, also known as the patch when glamour became free for everyone! Oh my gosh. Pika, hello! Thank you for stopping by. So this was a really exciting patch update for a lot of people because they removed most, but not all, glamour restrictions. Most notably, you can now wear any job's glamour on any job. For example, I am wearing a mixture of Bard and Red Mage gear right now, and I am a machinist, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. So I have heard some things about this patch's story because something has happened that ain't nobody being quiet about. Everyone has made sure I knew this was happening long before I could start the MSQ today. So I know that Graha is gonna sound different today. I know my favorite character, Graha Tia, is gonna sound different today. And I'm hearing different things. I am hearing so many different things. I know nobody knows what's going on. I know nobody knows why he sounds different. But I've heard stuff from they've recast Jonathan Bailey to Jonathan Bailey's on hiatus and he'll be back later. And I've even heard Jonathan Bailey it's still Jonathan Bailey and he's sick. Like, I've heard so many different things. No one knows. No one knows. We're all speculating. But I know he's going to sound different in this patch. Everyone spoiled that for me immediately, so thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh. Hazel, hello! Thank you for stopping by. Oh, you took over his job? Oh my goodness, Jam Solid Snake, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not happy with how my PNG is positioned. There we go. Final Fantasy XIV spoilers are always brutal. You know, at least it wasn't a story spoiler. You know, I guess if Jonathan Bailey is protecting me from story spoilers, I'll take it. This patch update will feature the Doom Train. Even though Dawntrail is a Final Fantasy IX expansion, the Doom Train is a summon from Final Fantasy VIII, so that's fun. Not to be confused with the Phantom Train from Final Fantasy VI. Unfortunately, we will not be able to suplex this one. Oh my gosh. It'll be 1 hour after patch and they'll have the whole cutscene on Twitter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, people data mine the heck out of this game. Oh my gosh, who's ready for the Doom Train? Thank you for buying my 10 lengths of hollow chestnut lumber, everybody. Now, I will say, in case you were wondering, I have already done the Arcadian raid. I did the Arcadian raid in my own time. I pre-recorded it, and I will be posting that video in the future. But as proof that I have already done the Arcadian raid, look at him. Look who I found. Who the hell is this? I don't know why this guy is the minion, but I have him. I've obtained him. Oh yeah, this is happening. How beautiful. How wonderful, how beautiful. Okay. That's enough of a preamble, I think. Now, as always, as I get started in the game, please do let me know how the game's audio is, if the game is too loud, if the game is too quiet. I think I'll turn it up a little tiny bit. You only got to do the first fight because of the DDoS attacks? I was in the third fight. I was in the third fight when the DDoSes was happening. I was stuck in that goddamn third fight for over an hour. I got kicked out of his fight 3 times. It took me 3 attempts to kill that man. It drove me crazy. You think he looks fugly? You think he looks puntable? That's Dancy Green! That's Dancing Green! Be nice to him! Be nice to him! You have to be nice to him because he wasn't invited to the surf-off with Red Hot and Deep Blue. Be nice to him! Alright, here's the gang. I've been ignoring them. I've been ignoring them since yesterday. Let's talk, let's talk. The Alexandrians adopted our techniques so quickly that they no longer need our supervision to treat the enthralled. You'd be surprised at how many Porksy practitioners we train now. Angelo, too, has been looking rather proud of his efforts. We've compiled a summary of events and submitted our reports to Ojika. As representatives of the students of Baldessian, our thoughts and findings will also be shared with the forum. Whoa, Graha, you sound a little different today. You kind of sound like Mana Scarletify. In less official matters, I am glad to see Kral find a satisfying end to her personal journey. Did she? Though it appears her appetite for asking questions has only been sharpened. Kral... Whatever. Calyx demonstrated knowledge of both primal summoning and concepts. Discovering such techniques through independent study would be nigh on impossible, so we must assume he had a mentor. But how are we to learn the identity of this beneficent teacher? Hopefully, some hint is to be found amongst the remnants of Preservation's work. Maybe we'll find out today! Hi, Kyle. It's time we began a thorough investigation into the key and its capabilities. I have a feeling we'll be calling on your help in that endeavor ere all is said and done. On a personal note, I should also like to learn more of the Malala. The lore of the Forgotten People will be indispensable in furthering my research. Well, all you gotta do is do the Aloe Island, variant dungeon. I wonder what Otis and Selenia would think of my becoming the Queen of Alexandria as it is now. Doubtless they would be pleased, yet knowing them, I'm also beset with worry. As their memory lives on inside me, so shall I strive to rule as if they advised me, with a calm heart and a mind open to counsel. Okay, Alphino, give me the quest. With the winds! Alphino has something he wishes to tell you. He wants to tell me that Colin Ryan is in Heavensward. He wants to tell me that Colin Ryan can sing. And he's a good singer, too.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calyx be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did.
I'm so scared. We're gonna hear Graha's voice in a second, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. Like, everyone's been hyping up that he sounds different. And now I have to face this fact. What is he gonna sound like? I'm scared.
That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
Guys, how is the game audio? Is the game too loud? Is the game too quiet? Can you hear the characters? I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more, because I want to make sure you can hear the characters.
We will depart Taral in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
Okay, bye. Bye. Good, leave.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
Yes, you live in Garlemald now. Just a tiny bit more? You got it.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calyx's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled, and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
What about you, Graha? What do you have to say?
It's
Graha
Erlenville.
ain't...
My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Oh my god, everyone is leaving. Everyone is leaving. They won't let Graha speak. They want to leave me in suspense. But wow, everybody is leaving.
We'll meet again. Of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Aaronville. What the heck? Dirthon, hello! Thank you for stopping by. No, promise you'll look after yourself, Aaronville. I'm genuinely gonna miss you. You were a good one.
Words of caution from you, of all people. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh.
But I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive.
I I can hear so many people mad right now. Listen, I'm not mad. I don't hate Wook Lamont, but I can just hear so many people raging right now.
He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
Alright, I'm on my way. Graha to me. You're gonna have to say something eventually, bud.
Boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas as it happens.
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
He said one line and it already threw me off. Alright. We'll see how this goes, chat. We'll see how I feel. I'm hopeful that Jonathan Bailey isn't gone for good. I'm hopeful that Jonathan Bailey will be back if that's not him. I did hear someone say that might just be Jonathan Bailey and he's sick. I'm gonna have to hear him some more. We'll see. Alright, let's go to the back rooms. Eager as ever, our Alphino. I do hope he has thought this through, particularly where his sister's wrath is concerned. She may know full well that no amount of complaint will dissuade him, but that doesn't mean she won't still give him an earful. I am told that Shale is the new leader of Oblivion. Oh yay! Good for her! There is none better suited to carrying on Kalkia and Geode's legacy. I agree! Shale's perfect! It comforts me to know that some of you will be staying. I would feel rather bereft should you all go at once. It feels like an age since we last met here. What news, Mana? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along simply to say hello. Hi! Hello! Not eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. And here I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. While I am curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle's in place, the majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers today. No, you have to wait until patch 7.5 for answers. Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. Then shall we depart for Tuliolol forthwith? Even Lamati's Strait has its limits. Without further delay, then. Barstucky, hello! Thank you for stopping by. Happy new patch. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you, thank you. We'll see how I feel. I haven't really been hearing anything about the story. I've mostly just been hearing everything about Grahatia's voice. I mean, again, I said this at the start, but I guess if there's one thing I'm gonna be spoiled on, I'm glad it's just Grahatia's voice and not, like, the story. Yeah, no answers till patch 7.56. Wait a minute. Level 1 nothing is dominating the narrative. True! Speaking of level 1 nothing. Speaking of level 1 nothing. Speaking of. Have you guys heard of the level 1 nothing? It's a celebrity here in patch 7.4. This is them. This is the level 1 nothing. My favorite friend. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nature is beautiful. It's true. Everyone is talking about Grahatia's voice and the level 1 nothing. That's all people are talking about right now. Those two are single-handedly protecting me from spoilers. We already got answers in 2.0. True! Love all the Final Fantasy XIV cryptids. Skybear shall forever fly in our hearts. Oh, I miss Skybear. Need to add a monument to the level 1 nothing. The speculation is that monster has something to do with the upcoming Beastmaster job. The upcoming Beastmaster job. Maybe, like, it's a monster we'll be able to recruit in the future. Whoa! Dirthon! Thank you so much for the 6 months of Prime! I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you! Oh my goodness, that's incredible. But the speculation is that maybe this is one of the monsters we'll be able to tame when Beastmaster comes out. Maybe the reason it has no name is because you'll get to name it yourself. But that's all speculation. Like, people think this is a Beastmaster thing that got put in the game too early on accident. We'll see. We'll certainly see. But please enjoy the level 1 nothing while you still can. Raha seems preoccupied with a matter of great import. Perhaps he is contemplating a prayer to Limlane for their safe passage. Limlane is beautiful. What sort of tacos should I get on my way back, do you think? The aroma is too tantalizing to ignore. Grahatia, I get it, you're a foodie. Despite her protestations, I doubt Alice will keep us waiting long. Wish we had some of this sea breeze inside the dome. We could perhaps simulate it, but there's no substitute for the real thing. True. Tuliolol is a delight to look upon. They hang powdered cloth where we might use neon, but the city feels no less bright. Kona and Golojal weren't able to make it, but both send their regards. That's right, we're not gonna send the good characters to you. Sorry. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I am not fond of emotional partings. At least Alphino and Alice were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by Link Pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. Whoop Lamont. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. It'll be pleasant to have some company for the journey back. If the level 1 nothing model is going to be tameable, it will be everyone's favorite. True! You bet Graha ate like energy paste in the Crystal Tower, probably making up for that. You know what? You're right. You're right. Let him be a foodie. He deserves it. Honestly, Graha can be anything he wants after what he went through. He's such a fussy little bum bun, true.
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolol. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
I barely remember it.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Yay!
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault.
Aw, shucks, little old me?
Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Hell yeah. Bring in the blue-footed booby.
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
You know, I realize this is probably not their intention, but the 12 of Eorzea can turn into animals, and the animal that Lim Lane turned into was a blue-footed booby. So maybe that blue-footed booby is meant to show that Lim Lane is protecting them on their sea voyage. But I'm probably looking way too deep into that.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
Goodbye. Let's take a break from the twins. I love the twins. I did not like them in this expansion.
That
Let's
was
take a
proper
break from them.
send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right? Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Ulihiolo. I'll give you the grand tour.
Oh, you're right. They do have the same colored eyes. I didn't notice either.
I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
Oh no, now I have to do a new expansion.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
The Landsguard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the Vow resolve in action!
Is this
Sorry,
goodbye to Wook
I have to
Lamont?
go.
Oh my, are we
next time.
saying are we saying goodbye to Wook Lamont? Wow. Never thought I'd see the day. I'm being awfully mean for someone who doesn't even hate her. I'm like maybe a small portion of people who actually liked Wook Lamont, but I if I say that I'll get canceled.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Into the mist. Genuinely though, I did not realize I was in the minority when I played through Dawntrail for the first time, but I actually liked Wook Lamont quite a bit. I was actually really surprised to see all the backlash targeted towards her once I left my spoiler dome of Dawntrail and found out that everyone hated her. I was really surprised about that. I actually liked her, and not even in a contrarian way. My biggest issue with Dawntrail is how they flanderized the Scions, so I liked that there was a new character getting attention. That's where I came from. I'm glad I got the chance to see him off. Kaukia would be glad too. For our many meetings and partings, we have few enough opportunities to properly say our farewells. 'Twas pleasant to take time for it. Though I delight in companionship, solo journeys too have their appeal, and travel by sea is relaxing. With Alice and Alphino spreading word of Alexandria, We shall soon have the chance to establish relations with other nations. I must make ready to treat with their leaders. Hello and welcome, Eisendon. Thank you for stopping by. You don't get the hate, you like her too? Oh my gosh. I think the hate for her is extremely overblown. I do understand why people might not like her, but just the pure hate for her, I think it's wild. Like, I don't get it. Your fiance likes Uklamat, so you're not entirely alone. Good personality, questionable writing. You know what? I can agree with that. I have a pretty big issue with Dawntrail's writing as a whole, but I liked Uklamat. Again, my much bigger issue is how the Scions were handled in this expansion. I think they did almost all of the Scions really dirty. So, yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Now, that said, I would have liked to see more of new characters besides Wuklamat as well. I think Kona got done really dirty as well. I would have liked to see more of him. But no, I do not hate Wuklamat. I don't. Now it is our turn to take the next step. The question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Too many characters between the Scions and the new cast for sure. Truly, Erenville has been added to the Unending Codex. Wuklamat has been added. Kona, everyone's being added. There were so many Scion characters who had no reason to be here. In fact, I would go out of my way and say that the only Scions that quote-unquote needed to be here were Kryl, Graha, and maybe Y'shtola. If the twins were gone, that's fine. Thancred and Urianger didn't need to be here. They didn't get to do anything. I'm glad Astidian's having fun. But like, most of the Scions did not need to be here, and I just did not like that. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Now, I am curious where the story is going to go from here, and I wonder what we will learn today. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. Alright, put a pin in that, my friends. Oh, just kidding, you're taking me with you.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did. Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world. The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed.
Who are
My
you?
curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
The dungeon for this patch.
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
True.
This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation. The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone. Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond. Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the Ninth. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent. Living memory was not transported here despite being atop Everkeep, in which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know? If it please your majesty. Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Hell yeah, I love Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go, then.
I know all about the Mist Continent. I've played Final Fantasy IX many times. It's the place you start in that video game. Nice hat, thank you! Hello, Arox, thank you for stopping by. When did they call themselves the Milala? Oh, did they call themselves the Milala even when they still lived on the source? You wonder when we started calling them Lalafell. Well, something to keep in mind is that, they might have always just been separately called Milala and Lalafell, because even here on Tyrol, we have different names for the same race of people. Like, we have Shitona and Vieira, for example, Hetsaro and Mikote, and, you know, Tyrol is on the source. So, being on the source does not mean that they always call themselves the same thing. So they might have always been Milala, and then the Lalafell of Eorzea might have always been Lalafell. Actually, I wonder... Because we learn about this in, Alo Alo Islands. I might have, like, an entry in here about that. I'm not sure which one of these would be the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for a specific boss, but I'm not seeing them. Love this boss. But basically, Alo Alo Island is about the ancient Lalafell of these islands that eventually went to the Ninth. So this is where the Milala come from. So you can learn about this if you do the variant dungeon Alo Alo Islands. First settlers of Alo Alo Island. Let me see. Let me just skim this to see if there's anything interesting. According to the stories told to Kalika by the island's former caretakers, the earliest known settlers arrived during the waning years of the Fourth Astral Era. But on the onset of the Fifth Calamity, otherwise known as the Age of Endless Frost, these settlers vanished. That's when they went to the Ninth, leaving behind a great shrine which housed the statue of the Speaker. Dubbed the Forgotten People by those who came after, their mark upon Alo Alo would endure, but their identity remained shrouded in mystery. They were Lalafell. Anyway, I'm not gonna dive too deep into that, but if you're interested in knowing more, there's a whole variant dungeon you can do. The mechanical soldiers won't hesitate to answer their queen. Let us hope they have useful information. Once conditions deteriorate past a certain point, an environment becomes anathema to life. Yet man is a resilient creature. If there is a way to survive, then he will surely find it. Outside Alexandria, our knowledge of the night is limited to the storm surge and passing mentions of Lindblum. That being the case, a foray across the Mist Continent would be an invaluable opportunity for discovery. Between the Asians, the Key, and the Milala, there is much to be learned. Surely we can turn up a clue to one mystery or another. Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. See you in patch 7.5. Until then... Let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray, and meet at Leynode Menemo. Menemo! Alright, before I meet you guys at the Leynode Menemo, I'm gonna take a quick pit stop. You had that little bird minion from Alo Alo Island out for all of 7.0, so your mind was blown when we got the answer to that? Nice. Nice. I'm gonna take a little pit stop real quick. Yes, I haven't done my role quests. Sue me. I did the Black Mage role quest. Well, not the Black Mage, the Caster. I did the Caster role quest. Was it the Caster? Yes, it was the Caster, because I wanted the Pictomancer. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I did the Caster role quest. I really didn't like it, and it didn't make me want to do the others. That's what happened to me. My hair is bothering me. I got this hair from the Pilgrim's Traverse. I worked so hard to get it, but it's bothering me. That's not me. Every time I see myself, I'm like, that's not me. So I'm switching it back. I'm taking a pit stop to get a haircut. I'm sorry. It's driving me crazy. There we go. I fixed it. The Dawntrail inn room is so nice, isn't it? Genuinely one of my favorite inn rooms. Yeah, pretend I had this hair the entire time. Also, you guys, let me show you something. Look what I got!
Never had a choice, never let the ops swim calm. Never had a choice, never let the ops swim calm. Them nerves got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up. Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns!
So yeah, I got the song. I got the orchestrion drop. Aren't I the coolest person on planet Earth? Alright, we're going to Layload Menemo. She's schmoovin'. I am honestly so happy I got that song's orchestrion day one. Heh. I am not used to Living Memory looking like this. I actually have barely been in here since last time, and I forgot it changed. Sphene has found us a suitable source of information, sparing you that duty for once. Okay. Though my mind knows better, I still feel uncomfortable around these mechanical soldiers. The atmosphere is certainly less grim than when last I visited. You also forget they made Living Memory pretty again? This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX-0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Laynode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lay nodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would Your Majesty like to appropriate it? That was easy. An airship! Yes, please. As soon as is possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. As I thought. Now, what awaits us below, I wonder? If this was a Realm Reborn, we would have had to do at least 3 quests to get the airship. True! Though I am nervous about what we might find below, I am glad we found the means to get there. As Queen, I must bear witness to the truth, however terrible. It never occurred to me that there might be an airship here. How fortuitous! With an airship, a large number of Alexandrians could be evacuated at once, regardless of the situation below. An excellent contingency. Safety tests have been successfully completed. Setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. This robot's name is 0093. That's the best number. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. There we go. Mad Locust Racing, hello! Thank you for stopping by. You look cool today. Thank you, thank you. I hate it here. Let's go back. The ward Alice gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one... It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning in Heritage found is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. This is the 4th shard we've stepped foot on. This place reminds you of the Thunder Plains in Final Fantasy X? It really does, doesn't it? Now, earlier in Dawntrail, one of the NPCs actually made a joke about that. They know, they know. Now you want to play 10 again, as if you don't have a big enough backlog already? True! I love 10, it's so good, it's so good. The warding scale is truly a godsend for those of us without the blessing of light. Remind me to send my profuse thanks to Vritra and the Haunish alchemists once more. Also, real quick, something else is bothering me. These earrings I'm wearing, they're new. These earrings I'm wearing are new. Guys, what do you think of my gear set? Do you like my pentamilding? Do you like my pentamilding? I've worked so hard, but these earrings are bothering me. Let's change my earrings. Wait, I don't have any glamour prisms. Ah, let's just change them anyway. Change them to this. I just don't like those earrings. Oh my gosh! Caitlin the Rogue, hello! Thank you so much for the 10 months! I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you! You have nightmares of dodging those lightning bolts? Me too. I never ended up being able to do that. I never finished that. The earring suited the area though. That is true, but it didn't suit me. The state of this reflection's ether is more dire than we anticipated. I should be surprised if the Asians had no hand in the war that wrought this. Yeah, probably. That crater was once Alexandria. Oh, that's crazy. A sobering sight, to say the least. But I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. Beyond the mountains. You stole a hot, true! Oh gosh, you never leave home without your Emperor's new earrings. I forgot to bring glamour prisms with me. This is so sad. You messed up those lightning bolts at like 197 and then you never tried it again. I think I got to like 195. There are no structures, nor any other sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Treno, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. They had tournaments for a really terrible game called Tetramaster. Everyone hated it. Not unlike our Radzathan. Yes, Alphino has spoken of Radzathan before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Milala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Treno where the Milala first found a home in our world. Truly? Yes. And though the Milala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Clerk PX-0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh, well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. Pretty cool that we're going to Treno. Final Fantasy IX continues to be one of my favorite video games of all time, and even if I haven't been particularly caring for Dawntrail, I love Final Fantasy IX, and every time I see a 9 reference, I clap and go yippee! Of late, I've spent much of my time hunched over reports. It's really done a number on my voice. A brisk trek across the wasteland shall make for a refreshing change of pace. Eager though I am to seek new discoveries, the prospect of walking in circles for days on end does not appeal. We are fortunate to have Sveen. The place where my people first arrived, and I shall soon see it in person. This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous. Mistwake is now accessible. I don't know anything about this dungeon. I do know it's Treno, but they also just told us it's Treno. But I don't know what bosses to expect here. I do expect something from Final Fantasy IX. What it is, I don't know. Oh wait, no, I'm kidding. A memory has returned to me. And memories are entering my brain right now. I have seen some of the bosses that will appear here. Like that crazy Pegasus that appears in the You Are Not Alone segment is gonna be here. I remember now. Oh my gosh, but who knows what else we'll see here in the Mistwake. Gotta drive home now, have fun y'all. Well, thank you for stopping by, Archon Zach. Have a safe drive. I speak so confidently of the Malala's connection to Treno because of my tutor, Tafut, hailed from the city. Another reason to hope it has survived. I am anxious and hopeful in equal measure. 'Tis a strange feeling. Have I done this before, or is this a reference to another game? I have not done this before. This is my first time playing the patch, but this is a reference to Final Fantasy IX. Liquid Knight, hello! Thank you for stopping by. Whatever lies ahead shall give us more insight into the state of the Ninth. There should be little reason for anyone to have passed this way since Alexandria's displacement. Let us pray loose rocks are the worst we must contend with. Okay, who are we bringing? Sorry, Kryle. I'm sorry, Kryle. I can't say no to the wife. How's the new buffed machinist? I haven't really been feeling anything different. I think I'm gonna have to take it into, like, real content to find out. So far, machinist feels more or less the same to me, but maybe I'll feel better once I go into Savage. By the way, I have a new raid group. And I'm going to be attempting to week 1 this Savage tier. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. Alright, let's get in there. No, my portrait! Oh, this is so embarrassing. Ooh. I hear a remix of a Final Fantasy IX song, I clap and go yippee. This is one of the battle themes from Final Fantasy IX, I clap and go yippee. No, my DMV photo! Alright, let's get in there. You love this battle theme? Thank you! Now your question is, will we see your gameplay of it? Actually, maybe. I'm thinking about having some private streams of my Savage prog. Not on my Twitch, but maybe some private YouTube streams. I'm heavily considering it. And I would be linking that in my Discord if I decide to do so. Ew! Ew, nasty new worm just dropped. Disgusting. You recently discovered that Scion cosplayers live in your housing board, and you were quite surprised to suddenly see Graha, Arstidian, Urianger, Thancred, and Emelians, and possibly others standing on a house roof? Oh my gosh, I wish I lived there. This cannot have been abandoned since the war, says Grahatia. Truly.
Me.
The HUD for my abilities looks so complicated, you can't conceive how you would need to play it using controller instead of mouse and keyboard. Well, understand that I grew up on controller and I literally never play games with mouse and keyboard, so the keyboard hotbar heavily intimidates me. That's too much hotbar, it's too big. The controller hotbar is actually simpler than it looks. I do admit it looks rather complicated, but it's a lot simpler than it looks. Yeah, there's a guy in here, but I'm gonna demonstrate for you real quick just to kind of basically explain how the controller hotbar works. So, they're basically sorted out into groups of 8 buttons. If I press the L2 button, I activate this hotbar, and if I press the R2 button, I activate this hotbar. Likewise, if I double tap, I can activate the ones in the back. So this is just, I'm holding down L2, I'm holding down R2, double tap, double tap. And then the 4 buttons correspond with my D-pad and the 4 face buttons. So like, the 4 buttons on the left are my D-pad, the 4 buttons on the right are my face buttons, so like press D up to summon my queen. And that's all there is, really. It's just, which section do I want to activate? Okay, which button are you pressing? That's all. Never heard someone defend controller. Thank you, brave streamer. Oh my gosh, someone has to do it. This guy is definitely from 9. Ew, he's disgusting. Yeah, it really is simpler than it looks, I promise you. The double tap seems tricky, but presumably you'd get the hang of it. The double tap is also optional. That's just how I have set up my hotbar, but there's other ways you can do it. Presumably, this might have a soft enrage if you destroy all of the rocks. How delightful. Unless he makes more rocks. This was my spot. Yeah, a soft, comfortable enrage. True. Gosh, I love the little lead in to the Final Fantasy IX battle theme. It makes me so nostalgic. Missed way could have aiming. What does this look like? It's not dyeable. Boo! Whoa! The city lives. That's pretty cool. Looks like they got their own dome. Woo! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow! Hell yeah. Stay low and be wary if you hear a crackling. I, for one, would soon haste to shelter, truly. Grahatia saved me! Whoa, you guys! Whoa, 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 whoa! Grahatia saved me!
Away with you! I will not hold back! Gloves are off.
I'm gonna be so honest. I don't imagine Machinist is gonna feel very different with this update. They got a potency buff, but I feel like it's gonna feel exactly the same. It's not like Red Mage, which got mauled to death. Rest in peace, Red Mage. So I joined a week 1 static for this next raid tier, which is gonna be something. The raid Savage starts January 6th, which means I will not exist on the week of January 6th. I'm really nervous because I have never done a week 1 clear before. Best I've done is week 3. But I'm gonna do my best. There's that crazy Pegasus from the You Are Not Alone segment. Famous You Are Not Alone segment from Final Fantasy IX. We've come in the midst of an emergency. Oh, lucky timing. Does static just mean pre-organized groups? Yes. That's one evil right there, truly! Awesomer, hello! Thank you for stopping by! Bio! Ew! Why are you a poison horse? That's not very friendship is magic of you. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, I'll be fine. I'll take one for the road. I'll live. I'll live one. One evil horse right there. This fool's name is Amdusius. Hello, Amdusius. I remember you from Final Fantasy IX. Nice to see you again. Treno is having an emergency. Mistake Boots is scouting. It's so cool that I can approach these dungeons knowing this random loot I get is actually wearable to me now. Now that they've lifted glamour restrictions. That is so nice. Oh no, the city of Treno is under attack. Oh my gosh, a Jabberwock. Getting some M6S trauma. There's more? Or is that just backdrop? Looks like that's just backdrop. Graha, save me. I wonder if we'll see any gimme cats in here. And maybe an evil yawn. Yes, yes, traumatize more Final Fantasy XIV players. I do realize between the last time I streamed the MSQ and now, I went through a whole entire raid tier. It was the worst raid tier I have ever experienced, but not because of the fights themselves, but because everything surrounding it in my life was really bad, because that's when my move happened. I had drama. I had drama to work through. One cannot simply join a static. One must try to find a static that doesn't have drama in it. Nope, bad guy, hello! Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the patch. I'm enjoying it so far. We're still really early in it, but I love myself some good Final Fantasy IX references.
Hold still.
When the game isn't enjoyable because life sucks. Yeah, that's basically what happened to me with this last raid tier. I thought the fights were good, it's just I was miserable. Oh my god, we have a living thunder now. Getting a living man of all the elements. kind of crazy that this place is still standing. It has been centuries of this horrible thunderstorm, and yet here we are. That does imply you're feeling better about life now. It's complicated. I am feeling better per se, but I don't know if I would say I'm feeling good yet. But better is certainly a way to describe it. Yeah, somehow life persists. I am doing emotionally a lot better now than I was last spring when the previous raid tier launched. Wait a minute, why are you in Treno? What in the multiverse happens? This is the Final Fantasy IX expansion. We see a lot of Final Fantasy IX here. This is my first time in Treno, though. We have been introduced to Treno as of this new patch that came out yesterday.
Brace yourself. Gloves are off.
I could have used the limit break at any moment, and yet I did not. I was too busy yapping. I didn't notice limit break was ready. Oops. I will confess I'm like half paying attention to combat right now. Alright, who's the boss, the final boss of this dungeon? Who has invaded Treno? Bird. I know that bird! The Thundergust Griffin! I know that bird from Final Fantasy IX! If we are to fight this is the place to do so. Well, hello, Mr. Thundergust Griffin. Kill that bird!
Gloves are off.
Hold still. Hold still.
Where'd the bird?
May this give you strength.
Oh, Graha! Graha sending me to the tiniest safe point and I failed to do it. What is that tornado doing? Was that tornado there the first time and I just didn't notice? Maybe so.
I will not hold back.
Ooh. Ah, Sven! Oh my goodness. That was the bird. All things considered, that dungeon was not too bad. It's... Oh, Final Fantasy IX victory theme! Oh! 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 I'm filled with so much nostalgia right now! What of the injured? Are we needed to help or heal them? No more screams. I'd wager that's a good sign. Whatever its flaws. I missed what you said, Y'shtola. Trenna was safe, and has been all this time. Whatever its flaws, the barrier is keeping the lightning ether at bay. You were pleasantly surprised to hear this victory theme. It was such a nice change of pace. Oh, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. So is Final Fantasy XIV basically what happened if someone smashed all the Final Fantasy worlds together and now everyone has to live with the consequences of one of the largest in series crossovers? Yes. Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh. Alright, what's the loot? Can I have a minion? Mistwalker Hose of Casting. Kinda nice. But yeah, this expansion, Dawntrail, has very much been a Final Fantasy IX expansion. The previous expansion, Endwalker, was a Final Fantasy IV expansion. They don't always reference a single game as a focus as much as they've been doing with Endwalker and Dawntrail. There's also a ton of references to 3, 6, 12, and more. Wow, I got 3 commends. That's crazy.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are.
I'm glad they're nice to us.
Now,
Sometimes...
we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
I'm glad so far they seem nice to us because sometimes when we meet new people, they're not nice to us. Good work. Thank you. Thank you.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So, the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors. I am Miaili, the Mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now. Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
Thanks, Y'shtola.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go, allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Trenno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
That woman's gonna end up being like Kryle's great niece or something. That's gonna be like her dad's sister's great granddaughter or something. They're gonna be related in like a Futurama way. Pep pep. Hello, Pep Pep. Town Hall is pretty impressive, isn't it? I bet you didn't guess that the mayor actually lives there. These days, Miali also has us using it as an emergency shelter, but the history books say it was originally an auction house. I reckon that's why it's so fancy. Oh, can we go inside? I want to meet Kuja. Can I mount? I can. Wonderful. Man, this place is so nice! I wish it was like a real location in the game, because I know it's gonna be like, you can be here now, but once you leave, you'll never get to come back. Are you enjoying the flowers? What we plant doesn't always bloom, but I think lifting everyone's spirits is more than worth the effort to find the seeds that do. Nevertheless, I'm relieved these weren't trampled by the beasts. They took ages to get looking this healthy. That must be Lummel. Heavens, I can smell the herbal aroma from here. None of the locals we've passed appear terribly distressed. As Sven surmised, incursions must be a common occurrence. Hi, Lummel. Why, if it isn't our new friends! Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. Hi. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though. I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teensiest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll send you alright. Just tip it down your throat. I don't know, I have a bad feeling this is sleep medicine. That would be very Final Fantasy IX of you to do to me. Does this have nasty Gashal pickles in them?
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Shower. I don't like sour stuff. I don't.
Got that right. Don't worry, the tingling means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
Oh my god, Lena mentioned. Crystal Exarch, come back to us!
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure.
Couldn't be me.
Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
I don't know, everyone's a little too nice. Maybe they're just all really nice, but I'm a little suspicious, like something bad. They're tricking me. They're tricking me. People aren't nice. No one's nice. No one on planet Earth is nice. No one on planet Ninth is nice. No one on the Mist Continent is nice. Given its ability to counteract lightning's influence on the body, that remedy could be of use to the people of Alexandria as well. I am certain Lummel would be more than happy to offer it to them. I see how drinking that would be unifying, and it is impressive that they have maintained the tradition here, so far from the Malala's native lands. Your pal had the same reaction and asked me, dude, these Lullafil are gonna eat me, aren't they? That's exactly how I'm feeling right now. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lummel. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since Grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste-testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, and searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yeah, Ulda Lalas have really done a number on the Lala reputation, true. Yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind. And you've already helped protect the city. You know, this guy's not wrong. I didn't come all this way to do busy work. I came here to learn war. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. Would be rude of me to doubt you. It's just, it's not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that must be coming as something of a shock. But this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we proposed lending a hand to those in need. I see, in that case. Why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though, even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lummel. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this badge. Deliver this to 3 residents. You have delivered to 0 out of 3 residents. I'll deliver some to Town Hall, so you can attend to the areas you haven't seen yet. Like Miali, Lummel seems taken aback by mention of Alexandria. Perhaps they had friends or loved ones who disappeared along with it. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy properly. Could you each take a portion? Of course. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Here, you get 3, and Raha gets 3, and I'll take 3 as well. Mana, why don't you make rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Can Raha and I go to the south and you go to the north? Right, let's go and acquire some insights. Wow, look at that. Distribute the Sleepless Rhapsody to citizens of Treno. 0 out of 3. Didn't see that coming. Alright. Yeah, this feels eerily like chainmail, truly. Oh, I don't know you. Hello, please don't be offended, but this part of the street is off limits. Not only to you, of course. It's just that there's a lot of damage, and it's dangerous for anyone to pass at the moment. In general, you should probably stay away from any of the streets that are in need of repair. Just a suggestion, but please do. You must be one of those visitors Lummel mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Have my Sleepless Rhapsody. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy? Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and copped a good dose of discharge energy for my troubles. It brought in, on the Levin sickness, something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again. Oh my goodness, chat. I just had the biggest need to sneeze while reading that dialogue. I had to mute for a second. Wait, hold on. It's coming back. Okay, I'm good. I had water. Bless you. Thank you. That's interesting, though. Like, so, in a way, these monsters coming in really benefits them since they can't go hunting outside. Oh my gosh, the monsters thought that we were trapped with them. Well, joke's on them. They're trapped in here with us. Bless you. Everyone's getting sick. I hope I'm not getting sick. I would like to be healthy. You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. Have the Rhapsody. Mama just killed a man. And you've brought Sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you. I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skills sharp, though, so in a way I'm glad for it. And I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. It's true, I got the Levin sickness. This is so sad. You love the architecture of this town? You want this for your personal house? Me too! There's a fresh face if I ever saw one. And what's that in your hand? It's Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. Many of the buildings have Lalafell-sized doors right next to the average-sized doors. I have to investigate this. This building is a poor example. This one's a Lalafell-sized door, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Big door, little door. That's cute. Wow, if they use the monsters that come inside for food and sustenance, and we came inside, gulp. Finished with your supply of remedy as well, have you? I expect the scent will linger on our clothing for days. Good, great, fantastic. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lummel's. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned?
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Trenno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume.
A train, you say?
There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Trenno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Trenno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, a city rises.
Makes me
a
nostalgic.
noble city with noble purpose.
You seem like a guy who enjoys building cities stone by stone, Mr. Grahatia. What's up, Lummel?
Is aught the matter, Lummel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Is it this, by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
It's broken. Oh no. We're doomed.
No, 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 no! She's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please! I beg you! Please!
This guy's pathetic.
I suppose that's that then.
Man. Dooming about Final Fantasy XIV aside, they really are going, like, above and beyond for cutscenes lately. These cutscenes have been getting a lot better. That was really animated in a really fun way. I liked that. He became a Looney Tune for a second. One wonders how fearsome this Ayane truly is. If Treno's barrier is similar in design to Alexandria's, should we assume that electrope technology is standard here as well? At the moment, Ayane should be waiting just past that park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. Alright, you pathetic little creature. Lommel is sweating rather profusely. Whenever we meet an engineer from some distant land, I can't help but wish to introduce them to our friends at the ironworks. Such a firestorm of questions there would be. Breathe in, breathe out. Hello, Ayane.
Ah, our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here?
We're here to execute your brother.
Lommel, what did you do?
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again?
Kill him.
How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
What?
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see?
Holy moly, dude! Did you see that sick backflip? He really means it.
And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. But you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Dang, if only we had someone who could do that.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Oh yeah. And took care of the beast in one fell swoop.
Just the one! Incredible!
So, the mine is safe for mining again. Hooray!
Wow, so excited we triggered a Windows noise.
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
The Milala yearn for the mines. And they put one in mind of another pair of siblings we know, don't they? Oh, they're supposed to be parallels to Alphino and Alice. That's why they had a funny cutscene at the very beginning of this today. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness! Starglow Paladin Parthalax! Hello! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello raiders, hello, my name is Scarletify, also known as Mana. I'm a variety streamer, and today I am playing through the new patch update of Final Fantasy XIV! Hello Starglow, hello! How was your stream? How was Final Fantasy V? I hope you've been having a good one. We have our own little Final Fantasy V right here, isn't that right, Kryle? Although today it's mostly Final Fantasy IX. I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I am Kryle, and this is Mana. That's me. Accompanying Lummel is Grahatia, our own technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. It feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst times, I swear. Well, don't worry, we have a pig for that. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged ether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Lummel has managed to break it yet again... I do have this, though. Toss them at a sprite and you can suppress its ability to sense ether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground. So we needn't fight them. We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or amidst bursts that overload nearby systems. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us. Understood. We'll want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? Yeah. I love doing busy work. I appreciate the help. I'll be here working on the detector while you're away. I mean, jokes aside, I actually am really enjoying this so far. These new characters are fun. I like this setting. I like what's happening right now. I'm enjoying myself. Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites. This is so sad. Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites. I'm crying! I'm crying! The life of a protagonist. Busy work to put off saving the world. Truly. Oh, lightning sprite spotted. 2 of them. Lightning sprites! The time to test your tossing arm has arrived. I'll do my best. Bye. Wow, I can't believe there's 3 of them. You're back! Were there many sprites? There was 3, exactly. Just a handful on your route, then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. Kral is taking a while. Being new to the city, if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Would you check on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. Thankfully, I can confirm she's in no immediate danger. I got the detector running again just now, and it hasn't picked up any new signals. Pog. Though there are several diminutive folk about, none appear to be Krile. Wow, perhaps one of them spotted her passing through. What about you, affable local? You're looking a mite lost there, lass. Sort I can help with. Yeah, shave the mustache. Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I presume you mean Krile. Had a grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. It's thanks to her that I got out unscathed. Bit awkward striking up a conversation after that, and it'd been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease, like Miali. I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. She's sad because the developers keep doing her dirty. Now she's gone to the canal to cry about it. Hi, Kral. You okay, bud?
Ah, were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear? The Source and the Ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The Source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the Source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been. I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Damn. Maybe the best writing moment Kral has had in this entire game. Wow. As a Lala, you loved Treno during the scene. You were like, heck yeah, let's live here. Yeah! Thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face the answer now, whatever it may be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. I have a feeling we're about to lose her. That's crazy. But we've kept Ayane waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. Genuinely, probably the best writing moment Kral has ever had. It's about time. It's about time. Death flags? Nah, Kral is very good at being the only survivor of things. Like how she will be the only survivor of Treno after the Doom Train runs it over. Trifling though it was, I feel that the work we've done has helped me gain a better understanding of Treno. The countless small actions taken by myriad people every day are what make a place what it is, after all. I'm glad you're both back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble. Unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno. Built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So, Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the storm surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. But Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, My one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Malala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
And get run over together. One train for all and all for one train. True! Grandmother used to tell us stories of the Malala homeland all the time, but it was the part where the ocean froze over that always fascinated me most. The vast open sea turned to ice. Imagine. Toward trouble. Uh-oh, is there a doom train coming our way? Earlier, you said your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Raha, but how much trouble is that precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see the two of you again so soon. I take it Miali's curiosity is sated. For the moment, I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria, as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we did, and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? So apparently, this key, if I'm remembering the lore correctly, was originally in the possession of the Malala on the Southern Scene Isles, as in Alo Alo Island. The Lalafell on Alo Alo Island were apparently the people who originally had this key. They brought it with them to the 9th when they crossed the barrier, and it's been on the 9th since, until now in Dawntrail when it's come into our possession. But still, this originated all the way back in the Southern Isles of Alo Alo Island, at least as far back as we know. I still think that thing has something to do with Azam. Yeah. Doom Train's one of your favorite Final Fantasy summons. Such a fun concept, right? Oh, I'm so excited to see him. I'm interested to see how they make the Doom Train fight different from the Phantom Train fight. Maybe they'll let us suplex this one. I should love to go straight away, but we are awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Miali herself is making her rounds through the city. We have time. Time to go rescue Graha Tia from his new voice. Alexandria? The kingdom past the mountains? The one that vanished? I had wondered where you lot came from, but that wasn't my first guess, or my fifth for that matter. If the Malala arrived in Treno immediately after fleeing the source, I can understand how its mayor might be privy to knowledge of the key, particularly when that mayor is a Malala herself. I have a mind to re-establish diplomatic relations with Treno, but it goes without saying that there are logistical challenges given our respective locations. The least of these is that any travel would require passage through Tural. To begin with, I should have to consult with Gassan in the Vow of Resolve. I wasn't certain if we should divulge any information concerning the key, but Alexandria's present location is difficult to explain without mentioning it. Fortunately, it turned out for the best. Wait, you can't suplex Phantom Train here? Pretty sure that's a war crime. True! Graha Tia, where are you? Bring the funny Lalafell back.
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say.
Oh, everyone's okay.
Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
Uh-oh, the train's coming.
The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom Train. Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it. I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front.
It's very interesting that it was made by Lindblom when this train actually originates from Final Fantasy VIII. Fascinating, isn't it?
In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
Love that someone just built an evil train. I have such mixed feelings about how evil Lindblom is in Final Fantasy XIV. That was like my beloved Final Fantasy IX city. This is my comfort city, and they made it evil.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since. The Doom Train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
So, there's been just...
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head-on. That's madness.
Trust me, we can handle this. Well, now I have to do it. Buddy, I ain't afraid of anything. I'll break your silly train.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that's stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counter-offensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save a Yane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Lomo.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
This isn't even my first evil train, bro. While it is not in our nature to stand idle at a time like this, we should first consider how best to apply our individual skills. I can't believe there's just been an insane demon train just wandering the planet, or at least the continent, for the last hundreds of years. Just a train going apeshit, killing millions and billions of people around the continent for hundreds and hundreds of years. Yeah, please, this is just a Tuesday for our heroes. If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it is Mana. But we must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, and thralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. There is no telling how many will charge Trena's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Y'shtola and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Mana, while you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the defense of the city. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get shelter before the fighting begins. God's speed. I like these new Lalafell siblings. I think they're funny. I hope that one and or both of them do not die. I realize that both of them are showing death flags right now. Live, little Lalafell, live! Right. The place we're headed is the Bettini Depot. Although Treno has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left it in need of significant repairs. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. The cargo's equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bettini, well, that's your problem. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Join us, Mana. Become what you must. Become Lala. I should make that, like, I don't know, some sort of donation incentive or something. I really could have gone without a Doom Train attack today. Yeah, me too. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for Bettini with all haste. I'll have us there in a flash. Do keep any limbs you're attached to and would like to remain attached to inside the vehicle. Travel to the Bettini Depot. Yes. Doesn't Venti mean large in Italian? Ventini would roughly mean little big town. Well, that's cute.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train. I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom Train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it'll plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Hell on Rails, now accessible. Using our onboard systems, I should be able to monitor you from the locomotive, and you'll be able to hear me. Yay, we get to hear this guy while we fight the Doom Train. That'll be fun. Alright, first of all, fix my sneaky little portrait. I broke it for the dungeon earlier. I mean... Oh, second of all, extract materia before I embarrass myself. Give me that yummy, yummy materia, please. And third of all, we Doom Train. Hell on Rails. I actually am supposed to be doing this extreme fight with my static tonight, and I have only just now unlocked the normal. So let's see what this trial is about so I can mentally prepare myself for the extreme version tonight. And now we wait. On the railway to hell. Yeehaw! Oh, we didn't have to wait for too long. Awesome. Hell on rails. Let's go! Siege engine, the Doom Train. This thing is disgusting. I'm also personally offended that they're using... I am personally offended that they're using Final Fantasy IX boss music for a Final Fantasy VIII creature. I'm mad. Hey, freak.
Where it is now! I'm counting on you!
Ow. He sneezed on me. Ow, even the Doom Train is sick. No! Okay. Rude. Rude, 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 rude.
Turret! Good luck!
Ah, shit, here we go again.
Not again! You're all right back there! Use the transport panel to get up there!
Okay. No! Well, I'm being transported. Where? Whoa! Oh shit! There he comes! There he comes! This is just like Final Fantasy VIII! That's crazy! Where are you at? You hear a screaming metal, it's coming closer! Woo! Oh Lord, it coming! Get out of the way! Good shit. Good shit. That one was for all the Final Fantasy VIII fans. Oh, big arm. I always knew he had arms. Ah! Ugh! Ew! Hey, yeah.
I have to disconnect the car! Quick! Jump on the next one! Thunder! Hammer!
Ow! I'm trying! way! And that's what you get, Doomtrain from Final Fantasy IX. I mean, Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my goodness. Yeah, train's off its damn rails. Let me catch up on chat. You realize that Paladin had your character's first name, so you were like, what the, for a moment? Yeah, I caught on pretty quickly that you can fall off this thing. Hey, that was a cool fight, actually. I can see this being potentially really awesome and extreme with all of these 2 tiers of elevation to play with. I'm looking forward to farming this extreme fight tonight. I hope I don't embarrass myself. Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine has taken a really dark turn, truly. It only takes one bad day. Also, I didn't do too bad in that fight. I got hit like twice, but I didn't die. I read his tells pretty well. I did all right.
Phew. No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime.
Nah, Lummel, you're the next Scion.
But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did. Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
I'll do it. There's a thing you notice that you've seen in other boss fights, but sometimes it looked like everyone gathers in the spot where his attack hits. Yeah, that's stack damage. Specifically, I think we were looking at a stack tower just now in that fight. If someone does not absorb a tower, like if someone does not absorb the tower damage, it will explode and do much more raid-wide damage to everybody. As for stack damage means it's going to do like a big number of damage, but spread it out to everyone that is in that stack. So if you have a lot of people in the stack, then a few people will take a little damage, but if you have like one person in the stack, one person will take 1,000,000 damage. So the idea was, you know, have everyone stacked there, absorb the damage so that he doesn't do worse damage by not absorbing it. Oh my god, a solo duty! Lummel, you shouldn't have! I have to believe that Ayane will be safe with your comrades while we attend to matters elsewhere. I'll see to the wounded. You try not to join them, alright? I'll do my best. Oh god, it's a big one. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again at the most recent of these. Oh, is this a long one? I was kind of hoping I'd be almost done, because I'm getting a headache. Yeah, when he was beating his fist in a circle in front of him, yeah, we had a stack tower situation, so we had to absorb that damage, otherwise we would have died. Oh, I hope this doesn't take too long because I'm a little maybe I am getting a little sick. I'm developing a headache right now. I'm ready to be done. I beat the Doom Train. Let's finish up. Let's wrap it up. A short time earlier.
No!
Can you stand?
Yeah, yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal.
Could you possibly...
In this duty, you'll be playing as
Of course,
Kryl.
I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall. I can't leave anyone behind. I won't.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll be Kryl. Why not? Okay.
Best make sure the evacuation route is clear first.
Cast the following spells in succession. Fire, arrow, water, okay? Cast the following spells. Fire 2. Okay, so this is single target. This is AoE. Butterfly motif. Deals magic damage 3 times in succession to all nearby enemies. Recast time 25 seconds. Aqua Vitae. Heal. Okay. You knew I would be a Lala today. Alright, let's do this.
Done. Now to aid those people by the canal. Help is on the way!
What the hell, Kryl? You're strong. Oh, cute! What the heck? Wait, Kryl is so strong! That's crazy. I was so scared I couldn't even move. Silly, isn't it? My wife and I will be making for town hall straight away. You have my word on that. If you're determined to check on everyone, I won't complain, but do be careful.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
Oh no!
First things first, the fire. To take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book.
You stole Y'shtola's original character. Kryl, are you the strongest character in the game? When did that happen? What sort of magic was that? I've never seen the like. Priorities. Yes, I'm going to run away and we can talk about it later. It was you that put the fire out? How will I ever thank you? Now that we know it won't be spreading any further, we can all take shelter until this is over.
Not a moment too soon. I hope that was the worst of it.
Somebody help!
A voice. Further out. I'll take care of this. Make for shelter.
So many haters. Snake, snake, ooh, it's a snake.
How many are there? Is that all of them?
Behemoths. They stole this from Final Fantasy VII.
A behemoth!
Oh my god, Yashola, hi!
Oh!
You cut that rather close.
Yeah, this
You're right.
This game's stolen a lot from the Final Fantasy series. Such shameful behavior. Square should do something about it. True!
Ayane has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together.
What if it made me keep playing as Kryl and I had to watch the computer puppet my Warrior of Light's corpse? Would that be messed up or what?
I can still fight. I can.
I have no doubt.
How nice of them to just stand there during the stack damage. So amazing, my friends. Uh-oh. Ow! I didn't see him trouncing. I need to open my eyes.
Thunderheads!
Keep away from the clouds. never see another storm.
Nowhere is safe with so many of them.
Some friendly winds, if you please.
What the hell? What?
It worked! How fortunate that bird made such an impression.
Oh, you drew that? Kryl, that's crazy! What the hell? Only Graha stacked with me. You guys! If it wasn't for Graha, I would have died!
The Levin grows more volatile. Something is coming.
Ball lightning! Y'shtola, Speen, lend me your strength!
2 of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Just keep the lightning at bay a little longer! Take cover behind the Spriggan!
Whoa! That's crazy!
It's turning! Press the attack!
Yay!
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Where's the real Graha, Tia? This this has been driving me crazy the whole patch. I knew it was coming, but still. Oh, how you've grown, Kral Baldessian. Oh, how you've grown. Honestly, this is probably the best Kral's ever been in the entire game, which is crazy.
Flatterer.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, The Dawntrail has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore.
Wait, then how are you gonna eat? You just said you need beasts to wander in so you can eat.
This calls for a celebration.
No more food source! This calls for a celebration! It's time to be brave little Lalafell and start hunting out in that scary world.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them. Alila? Kryl, does the name Alila mean aught to you?
My mother. Did you know her?
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else. Alila's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale. You have no cause to fret, I promise you. While Lummel forgot to give the order, bless him, there's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Without further delay, then.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
True. After that battle, I think we all required a moment. You had better get some rest too. I mean it. Exhaustion aside, Kral sustained no injuries you needn't worry over. To think Miaili knew Kral's mother. I too am eager to hear the details. We're gonna find out that, like, she is... Okay, we're gonna find out Miaili was Ailala's mom, which would mean... Okay, either Lummel and the other girl are Kral's cousins, or they're her siblings. Either way will be very awesome. While I would rather not have tumbled to the pavement in front of half the city, I am none the worse for wear, thanks to Y'shtola. I'm a little confused on the timeline here, because, like, Alexandria was on the source for 30 years in their time, but in our time, not very long. So, like, I don't know how much time has passed in Treno compared to when Krile was taken to the source, so the timeline is confusing me a little bit, but we'll figure it out in a second. But what of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Miali. Into the mist. Curious, isn't it? I want to know more than anything, yet part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. If everyone is feeling up to it, let us go and have our answers. I suppose what is confusing me is in this world's time, because time progresses differently on the different shards. In this world's time, I think I'm confused of how long ago Krile was born in this world, because she's like 22 or something, but she might have been born here like a million years ago because time fluctuation or whatever. So timeline's confusing my tiny little brain, but don't worry, the game is gonna explain it to me in a second. Don't you fret, Mana Scarletify. It's all right. I'm ready to hear it. While the key is to be the main topic of our conversation, there is no telling what else Miali might reveal. I have every confidence Lomo will be safe in your company, but it heartens me to see him unharmed nonetheless. I find myself feeling anxious on Krile's behalf. Oh, our new friends! Do you know why grandmother called us here? Both Yana and I neglected to ask. You're about to find out you have either a new cousin or a new sister. One of those two. How are you faring? I hope you've recovered from your brush with the Doom Train. And did I hear something about a behemoth? Stole him from Final Fantasy VII.
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. But even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, They must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
I would reunite Graha and Lena. To explore worlds yet unknown to us. I would reunite Thancred and Reen.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you? A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands, oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
Hey, you're not a Milala! Get back here! What the heck? That's it, I'm riding a bear through Treno. I don't care anymore. Krau looks like she's just seen the first ray of sunlight on a cloudy day. I'm glad she found that which she sought. The Mole and Ayane have gone to summon the other Milala we've met from across the city. I can't believe I have living relatives here. And that they make it seem so simple. Maybe it is enough to just be Kryle. If the Milala's records were in Preservation's possession, I doubt they ever relinquished them. That knowledge must await us back in Alexandria. I'm glad that Carl has funny cousins. That's cute.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Dawntrail. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
Wait. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do a family tree in my head. Cousins, your Krell's cousins, or something.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the electrope to restore it without your aid.
You want me to cure your Levin sickness too?
I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service.
Yeah, second cousin, something like
Kyle.
that.
O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words and our people will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart.
Oh.
for bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryle.
You too, Aunt Mealy.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
Though we're still in the 9th, it hardly feels like it up here. What a wonder. If safe and reliable airship travel to Treno were possible, it would cut down on the length and danger of the journey. Once we are back in Solution 9, I should like to relax with a hot cup of tea. It still feels a little bit like I'm dreaming. But even should I wake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I am more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we first make our way to Resolution? Gassan will be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes! I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Gassan will forgive me once I tell him of Treno. We're back. According to the people of Treno, there are yet other settlements in the 9th. We shall have to seek them out one day. Gassan hasn't worn his regulator since his memory was restored. The experience must have affected him deeply. Though we learned little about the Asians, our sojourn was more than worthwhile. Ah, this explains much. I wondered why I'd seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you have been? It's quite a long story. However stalwart your companions, traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. That I cannot deny, but it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And I did not, in fact, come to harm. All is well that ends well. Should you feel compelled to go on any other excursions in the future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. Yes, of course. It was remiss of me, I apologize. Varya, hello! Thank you for stopping by! Duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. Goodbye forever, Sphene. You're back. How did it go? Did you find a way down? So there's this train. Treno. I've heard the name. Incredible that it's sheltered the Malala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in Preservation's archives. They could be, though our work isn't done yet. We've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data in the C2. In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. Yeah, it took nearly the entire expansion, but Crow finally got some focus, truly. We'll contact you as soon as we've made some sense of it. In the meantime, might I suggest that our Warrior of Light gets a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. Truly. It's time to go to bed for like 4 or 5 months. And Kral, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of Porxies. Indeed. While I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the Levin afflicted. I shall have to ask Y'shtola to instruct me. 'Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the Source. There's nowhere I'd rather be. Yay! Meanwhile, earlier in Treno, what was up with that aura that we saw for a split second? Are we gonna ignore that?
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
They're gonna eat that aura, girl. Are those green scales?
Oh,
nice.
My poor heart.
Nice Bucky's doll.
I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Holmerut!
Oh!
Dear me!
Oh, shit!
Oh.
Ascian! Bucky's is alive!
One need hardly be the Warrior of Light to notice you.
You're far from subtle.
What the hell?
As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing.
Holy shit, new Ascian out of nowhere! Girl failure Ascian, she's my favorite. What about the little Bucky's doll?
Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown.
What?
Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
What?
Put me down.
Oh, that's right! Oh shit. Wait a minute.
Just aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon.
I'm just remembering people were speculating about that Ascian we saw Calyx talking to, and a lot of people noticed that the Ascian had the build of a female aura, and that memory is coming to me right now. Here she literally is. That's crazy. Oh my god,
If you
new
wish to say your
Ascian.
goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again.
I mean, I guess he's not sick no more. Not like this.
And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone salvation.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No, it's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Whither blows fate's wandering will, for grey clouds presage winter's chill. Warm fare-thee wells can ease the sting of partings as we come to terms with an absence not soon forgotten. To tell those we hold dear what they've meant to us and to wish them the best, we should seize that chance whensoever we can. Were it not for my ties to the source, I would not be able to treat those afflicted with Leaven's sickness, nor potentially aid my people in other ways as well, as I very much intend to. There are still so many questions I wish to ask Miali about my parents, and even more I hope to learn about the rest of the family. Cool. Hi everybody, that was Final Fantasy XIV 7.4. Snom, hello! Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, this is some great Bucky's lore. Didn't know they hid it behind Final Fantasy XIV. True! Hey, that's exciting. It's so important to know that even though the Hydaelyn and Zodiac story ended with Endwalker, that the Ascian story did not. We have had some Convocation members who have been missing for quite some time, and one of them is Halmarut, who we have just met, and she's a girl failure Ascian. Are you kidding me? That's wonderful news. I wonder if she's gonna be friend or foe? I think I would be okay with either, to be honest. The final unseen Ascian is Pasturat. There is also technically, like, Ultima. We have seen Ultima, but we also haven't seen Ultima. Ultima was like in a very small cutscene in A Realm Reborn that was... It's weird to know how real that cutscene was. Or something like that. Right, we haven't seen Ultima, right? There is also the 1.0 Ascian who was involved in the Alexander storyline who we have mysteriously not seen since. Regardless, Halmarut is a big deal. This is one of the missing Ascians and we found her. Some of them died off screen, but we don't know if it were like white Auracite killed. That's right. Gaius did kill a few. We don't know their story, but Gaius did kill a few. That's true. And even regardless of all of that, do keep in mind that technically anyone besides Emmett Selk, Laha Breya, and Elidibus could come back on other shards being sundered. So, oh my gosh. Ultima died blowing up the Isle of Val. No, that was Emeralololoth. That was Emeraloloth. That was Emeralololoth. Anyway, you guys, I liked that. I actually liked that more than I was expecting. This is probably the most interested I've been in Dawntrail's MSQ. They surprised me by actually giving me good Krile content, but genuinely, that was a lot better than I was expecting. I'm excited to see more of this Fail Girl Ascian. Genuinely, I don't care if she's on my side or if she's the villain. She will be incredible either way. I am very excited to see more of her. It's hard to keep track of them. Honestly, the only reason I knew that off the top of my dome is because I made that Krile video last year. And I had to learn how to say that name. That name is so hard to say. Emeraloloth. That name is so hard to say. That is the only reason I've memorized it. Woo! I'm really interested to see what happens next. This is... Alright, listen, this is definitely the most interested I've been in the MSQ in a while. This is definitely my favorite piece of Dawntrail's storyline, but I no longer allow myself to get my hopes up in this game. I'm gonna be so real with you. I no longer allow myself to get my hopes up because every time I get excited for something in this game, they ruin it. So, I am going to be hopefully optimistic that I will enjoy what's to come, but I refuse to get my hopes up for this game anymore. I am so ready for them to make this failed girl flop. But we'll see. If we kill Helmerut in the next fetch, I will cry. Me too! She was really cute. They gave her a really cute design. So I hope she sticks around for the next expansion. I know there's some speculation about what the Winterers mean, but I forget what it is off the top of my head, and I myself don't really have any good ideas. I think it was something about like the regions north of Garlemald. You know, like winter and the north of Garlemald being snow. Something like that. People who are much smarter than me have better ideas than I do. I can tell you that. I think it was like something that Emmett Selk said in that famous Endwalker scene. I don't know. I don't know. All right. But you guys, that will be it for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have to get some food and prepare to learn Doom Train Extreme tonight. My goodness, I have to start learning Tsukiyomi Unreal too. That's also on my plate. Woo! Alright, now as for my schedule for the rest of the week. On Friday, I will be starting my first ever playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles. A lot of my friends have been wanting me to play that for a while, so I'm very eager to get started. Saturday, I'm going to be joined by some very good friends of mine as we open up a freezeria in Papa's Freezeria. It's gonna be a funny chill stream. It's gonna be so good and fun. Monday, I will be starting Neo, The World Ends With You. Now that I have finished the first game, it is time to proceed straight into the second. So, Friday, Xenoblade Chronicles. Saturday, Papa's Freezeria with friends. And Monday, Neo, The World Ends With You. Now, if you want to see when I'm streaming, I do try really hard to keep up with my schedule down below. I also have a Discord, which is the best place to see any updates to my streaming schedule and get pinged when I go live on Twitch. I have a highlight channel that I'm working really hard on. It would mean a lot to me if you checked it out. And of course, if you want to see my previous VODs, including all of my Final Fantasy XIV VODs, all the way back to Endwalker, you can find them all on my VOD channel, which I have posted just now. All right. That will be it for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. To everybody here, all my chatters, all my lurkers, and all my VOD watchers. I'll see you all next time. Bye!